Hi Stampers, happy Monday after Halloween. I hope everyone's recovered from all of their fun festivities. We had a fun Halloween here, so anyway, I thought we should switch gears and head over to Christmas. What do you guys think? So today's card is going to be Christmas, and I know everyone's busy during this season, kind of from here on out. It feels like a mad dash sometimes, but it's really nice to take a chance to make some cards and share them with friends. And so I have two stamp sets from one suite today, and they are, I love the way they go together, and I love the greetings in this greeting stamp set, which I used recently. I think we talked about it sometime recently, but I don't see the card. So anyway, it's Christmas to remember. Oh, when we made those little treat packets, we used the Friends Like You Make This Season Special. So this is a really neat one. And it has ink all over the outside. Let me wipe that off with my chamois here. Jeez. It's been a mad stamping morning. And then we're gonna use the coordinating stamp set Christmas season, which is this one. And these two guys come together as a suite with the designer series paper. It's like big show and tell today. Here, and this is the painted season designer series paper. So the card I'm going to show you is very much a mix and match card, where these come in super handy. You just cut the sections, you stick them all together, and you stick them on the cards and more. So a lot of times people say, oh, but I wanted to send a picture with like a family picture or a picture, you know, for fur babies or whatever, with Christmas cards. And the normal size, you have to cut your photo down to fit. But these fit a 4x6 photo, which is terrific. And they're available right now. I would predict that they might go out of stock between now and Christmas season, so don't wait to get these. These are from the Gingerbread and More set. And I'm gonna show you how easy they are and how compatible they are with other suites. So, all right, I think that's a good intro on the product. Morning, Kathy and Maria and Velda and Sue and Tanya and Sally and Trish and Kay and Donna. And anyway, good to see you guys. All right, let's get stamping. So I'm gonna flip you down here, and whoa, we're like way out of the frame. I'm gonna flip you back here, hopefully without my camera flipping over. There we go. Okay, so now let's take a minute to look at these cards. So they come in a package as a set. The cards are scored and printed, and the envelopes are these cool craft with this. And I'm gonna show you a cool trick for making the most of that envelope. Here is one made up with the painted Christmas or gingerbread and peppermint Christmas suite. So this, you'll definitely be seeing more card ideas for this one. But this is the page you'll find them on in the book. So we are going to combine them though with these papers, any of which are great. These are 12 by 12. I just have these cut down, so I don't want you to be confused. So let's go ahead and decide which one of these we want to use. So for this project, you're actually going to cut a 4x6 piece, and then you're going to have a 2x3 piece that goes along with it. So I kind of cut this and then split this one in half. So we have this possibility here, or we have this possibility here, and then I have another one that I'm going to show you. It's altogether different. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you have any preference on which one we get started with today? Man, my ink pads are everywhere. I don't know. I think this one. Well, I guess you could make up both of them and see. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. So like I said, it's just 4x6, so really simple cutting size. And you can get a bunch of these from a pack of paper. So you can sort of mix and match the colors and the patterns. And really any of these are gonna go with our stamped embellishments, you guys will see. So I'm gonna pop that on there, and then here is our accent piece. I'm just gonna flip it to the back side, and we're gonna make a little banner here. Now, if you're a person who said, Meg, I hate when you cut the little banners because my tails never look right, then I realized I forgot to put this product in the video description, but the tailored tag punch is perfect for making banners. All you have to do is slide it in, and what I'm doing is I'm looking here to make sure that we're kind of centered here and that we've gone in the same amount from the side. So you just get that little matching triangle, and then you have a banner that is super straight and easy. I know you can't see me putting that on there. So let's go ahead and pop some Stampin' Dimensionals on here. Tanya said the hellos today sounded like Romper Room. I loved Romper Room. Yeah, we had Romper Stompers too. We loved those things, man. All right. So does everybody remember Romper Room? Good times. All right, good, Sue. I'm glad you liked this choice for our card today. So, all right, so we've got this set. Now we need to add a greeting, and we need some embellishments to go with it. So those two stamp sets are designed to go together. So I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna pull the colors from Painted Christmas. So our red is going to be Real Red, and I'm going to grab this greeting. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish, because it's going to fit on our die. And the dies are the ones that coordinate with the Christmas season stamp set, and they are here. I'll flip them this side and this side. So a ton of dies, of which I've already said I really love the tag elements. So we're gonna use this tag here for our greeting. And then we are going to stamp ourselves some pine cones to go on our card. Let's see, we're gonna move you guys a little further away. There we go. All right, so our pine cones, I'm going to bring in with Early Espresso and Crumb Cake. Those are the colors that are included in our designer series paper. And I'm gonna go ahead and usually, you know, I stamp the bigger part first, and then I add my accents, but I'm gonna switch that up today, and I'm gonna stamp the accents part first. And for the big one and for the little one, so I'm doing that with Early Espresso. And then I'm gonna go back with the outline in Crumb Cake, and I'm gonna stamp over it, because I find it just a little bit easier to line things up, so that I can kind of look right through the stamp and see what I'm doing. And let's see, the bottom is gonna line up, and then I'm just gonna kind of turn it until I get the rest of the pieces where I want them. And this is a very forgiving stamp set. There we go. So honestly, I could have gotten it pretty far away and it still would have looked like I'd lined it up. So if you love forgiving two-step stamp sets, this is a great one to choose. All right, so it's nice because it adds the highlights and the shadows all on its own, which makes these look really fantastic. Thanks for sharing, Rita. And I'm going to go ahead and die cut these. And through the magic of television, Tanya says she didn't think I was old enough for Romper Room. I guess I watched Romper Room as a little one. So for whatever that says. So we have our elements here die cut, and we're gonna come back to our card. So you can see how this is a pretty easily mixed and matched project. Because basically you have your designer series paper, you have your printed cards. I didn't show you the front of it. I know we covered up that element on the front, but I didn't really want to go with that soft suede as our main brown. I wanted to go with the evergreen, or sorry, these colors as our browns, the Early Espresso and the Crumb Cake. So we covered that part up on the front of the printed card. All right, so we have our pine cones. I keep wanting to call them acorns. That are on here. And then we're gonna add some greenery as accents. So let's pull this back off and kind of get an idea of where our pine cones are gonna go so that we can see kind of where our greenery might end up. And I'm gonna pop out, so I have two greenery stamps from this set. There's actually a lot of greenery. This is a great Christmas accent stamp set with lots of different pieces that you can mix and match for just fill in and so forth. Kind of like arranging flowers, you have some filler. So we're gonna use this one here and then one of these evergreen sprigs. So swapping out colors, I have Pear Pizzazz, and I'm gonna do this kind of, whoa, I almost threw that stamp. I'm gonna do this one kind of down from the top. Maybe I'll do a teeny bit more over here just to balance that green. There we go. And then I'm going to use the pine branch here with our non-acorns, our pine cones. Jeez. So that's going to kind of come down here. Maybe I'll add one more up here just to kind of balance that green out like we said, okay? So I kind of like how that comes together. And then since we're gonna stamp on the inside, we'll get there in a minute. And so let's come back and work on putting this together. So I want my large pine cone to not obscure totally this part over here. So I want my banner to still show at the end. So let's see, I'll pop that down and raise this up a little bit. Good with that. All right, so I'm gonna take my hand and kind of keep this where it goes here so that I can see exactly where I want my adhesive and get that back in the same spot. And then this one, I'm gonna put adhesive here. Now you could put a bunch of Stampin' Dimensionals in here also. Sometimes it can get to be a lot of extra height, and we're gonna put a ribbon on still. So I'm gonna abstain from the extra Stampin' Dimensionals. And then I'm gonna pop this one on kind of down low here. There we go. So that our acorns come together, pine cones come together and are set there for the bottom. Now, I really like the idea of having this be a little bit more decorated. So let's pull in this fabulousness, which is the metallic ribbon, the cherry cobbler and gold metallic ribbon. And I kind of like this to appear to be like just a little Christmas tag almost. So I'm just gonna tie a one, like a half knot there, just a crossover. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim this end here, okay? Now, let's see, is that a little bit too big? Maybe I'm gonna trim this one down just a little. All right, so now that is going to fit here. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my, my Seal Plus because it is a really nice strong ribbon, and this ribbon is plenty wide to cover it up. Otherwise, mini glue dots are a great choice also. Okay. So there's the front of our card. Now we have our pieces here. We might as well use some more of these fabulous greetings and stamp something on the inside. Now, a lot of times I would choose to put Merry Christmas or Season's Greetings on the front of the card, and then the more wordy one on the inside. But let's go ahead and reverse that one. So we've got the wordy one on the front, and I'm just gonna stamp Merry Christmas there on the inside. Now, you could go ahead and, let's see, is this the right one? I think I have another piece of this. I should, right? Well, maybe we'll just switch it and do something different. I'm going to use this on the inside, and I'm going to add an extra little tag that kind of mimics. So remember that trick with a tailored tag punch. So our tag sort of mimics our front of our card. So it brings that element back in. Oh, we could use that too. And so that's going to go there. And then I want to bring some of that green in again. So I'm going to add just a little bit of greenery, maybe poking down from the front. So let's grab some Pear Pizzazz and add just a little here. And I think we need some evergreen too. So I'm gonna grab some evergreen and kind of vary this. So you notice I'm kind of, stamping with different angles and so forth. That helps that to kind of not look like the same stamp lined up in a row, like not like this. This is a little less effective than having that sort of twisty, turny stamp effect for that more collaged kind of look, okay? All right, yeah, Sue says she likes the greenery as filler. Me too. All right, so there, oh, I didn't show you the envelope trick. So there's our card, but there's a fabulous envelope trick. So honestly, this is pretty cute. The crumb cake goes nicely together, but this can get so much cuter if we just grab a Post-it note. So here is just a regular piece of Post-it note. And we're gonna accent this to match our card now. So I'm gonna grab my, that Pear Pizzazz greenery filler, if you'll like that, Sue. And I'm gonna stamp a couple places here. And then I'm gonna grab the, where did I put my evergreen? There it is. With Garden Green again. And add some of this in here. There we go. Again, kind of doing that twist and turn thing. And then when you take your Post-it note away, it just looks like you have a custom coordinated envelope that's perfectly matched here. And this is printed on the cards and envelopes, so it's a really quick way just to use that Post-it note trick to kind of make the most of the envelopes and your coordination. You have the ink, why not put it all together, right? All right, so there's one of these fantastic Christmas cards. You can see it's a pretty quick card. And then here is another using a different paper from that same designer series pack. And again, you could make one with the, you could make one with acorn paper. There's this fabulous pattern, which would make a great card here and a flip to the back. There's this one that has the pine cones on it. That would be a great mimic there with some pretty greenery. And let's see, did we get them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one am I missing? Oh, this one. This would be great too. So this is the 6th pattern in that paper. But I do like this card format. It's just a little bit different size to go with, especially if you want to put a photo inside your card, if you're mailing photos at the holidays. This one is going to fit that 4x6 because we cut our layers of 4x6 here. So, all right, guys, what do you think? Good, sweet? Yeah, Sue says cute address block design. I know, I really like this on here. You could do this on regular envelopes too. So if you have, here, I'll show you, we'll pull this out. So if this had been a regular card, here's another quick Christmas tip for you. So if this was a regular card envelope, and we're going to do this here, let me bring out my trimmer because I want this to be straight. Bonus envelope tip for a Monday. You can make your own address blocks, and I'm gonna flip off that. So I just have this sort of address blocky shaped piece, and I'm gonna layer this here on the front of our card. And then I'm gonna use, like I said, those fabulous greenery fillers to stamp around this. So let's kind of come around here. I might spread them out a little bit so that I'm not getting too much like kind of crazy color impact. You probably have an address label sticker for that, so you're gonna pop that on top. And then let's pop in some greenery here. So again, twisting and turning, so it's not the same place all the way around. Some of them go up a little higher than others. Okay, and then when you take your Post-it note away, you have the perfect place to adjust your envelope. Okay, so that would be a great one too if you had this sort of medium envelope size. So think about those Post-it notes and how you can use them to make some cute masking effects for your projects. So, all right, well, that was a bonus tip for today. So welcome to November, like Sue said. Oops, sorry guys, I don't mean to make you get seasick here. So welcome to November, like Sue said, and it's a great time to get going on your Christmas cards. I hope if you have questions about Christmas cards, let me know. Otherwise, you can know that I will be sharing some great holiday helper tips for you over the next couple of weeks as we move into a new season. So hope you had a wonderful Halloween, and I will look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday for our next Maker Mornings with Meg. So happy stamping.